the inaugural visit to London, actually, and I hope it will find a nice place in your office.
Firstly, thank you very much, ladies and gents. Captain, thank you. From us at the Port of Tilbury, we've also got a plaque that we would like to give you, and hopefully it will hold a good place on board your ship. So if I could just present that to yourself. Thank you.
So I'm on National Geographic Lindblad Expeditions Endurance. National Geographic Endurance. I'm buying her life ring. I mean, I'm sure there are many, but one of them. She is registered in Nassau, where I was last week. This part is like an observation deck, so it's really nice and covered for when you're in Antarctica or the Arctic. It's lovely. The bridge is just above, which I'll show you after, and there's an open bridge policy on here, which is very nice. It's a beautiful day here, perfect day to showcase this amazing ship, and yeah, I look forward to showing you more of it. Let me show you more of the view now. You don't want to see me, you want to see the ship. So we've got a lovely view of the City of London. My husband is just up the road from the Gherkin, working, and he was invited to come on this with me, bless him, but he's working. We've got the upriver view, that's London Bridge there. Cannon Street, you can see the train going along, that's where I can get home from. The buses going over the bridge. More importantly, the ship. We can show you London anytime. So we're docked next to HMS Belfast here. You can see her little guns sticking out. Thankfully not at us. Shard there. So this shows you just how close cruise ships can get into London. You've got the Shard, you've got London Bridge over there, you've got the city over there. Behind us you've got Tower of London. I think this is going to be my favourite place on the ship if I come on a cruise on it, or an expedition. It's not a cruise ship, it's an expedition ship. Our tug has arrived. I think it's going to pull us backwards out through Tower Bridge. I just realised I've changed my dress because on the agenda there's no like time for changing, so I bought a dress to wear for dinner, and I love this dress, it's my favourite dress, so I was like, damn it, I'm changing into it. And then I just thought, oh my god, people will think, oh, she's a content creator wearing different clothes for different pictures. If you think that, you don't know me, because I'm rarely on camera. But yeah, I'm wearing it just because I love it. Yeah, waiting for sail away. I don't think there are many people here yet, but it's sailing away in about 10 minutes. Look at that view. Ah. I reckon this boat is going to come through when the Tower Bridge opens with us, because it's too big to go through otherwise with its masts. And it's moving, and we are moving in about 10 minutes. And I reckon we're opening Tower Bridge in rush hour. Like, we're not going to be popular, but like amazing. And I think she's going to sneak through with us. Say sneak through. She's pretty spectacular. Not as spectacular as Endurance, though.
Four major things. Hull strengthening. You need a strong, powerful hull to actually push through ice. You also need a certain amount of propulsion power. That's why icebreakers are high-powered ships. Then you need to reinforce your rudders and propellers because they have to be able to withstand impact. And then finally, we are talking about polar surface temperature. The lower the polar surface temperature, the higher your ice class has to be. Polar class 5 ice rating actually allows us to operate year-round in polar waters and to come earlier, to leave later in the polar regions, to go further, to go away from the crowds. Not only that we see ice and we have that excitement to push through ice and get the real experience of being in a polar environment, but we also see much more wildlife because the wildlife is hanging out on the ice. The National Geographic Endurance and the Resolution don't only have the ice class as innovation, but they also have the patented X-bow. And what does the X-bow do and how does it work? Well, a traditional bow has very blunt angles, and so when the ship pitches and goes into rough seas, the volume increase in the bow is very rapid, and that creates slamming. But while the X-bow is a completely different design, it has much sharper angles in the bow, and so when the ship actually pitches in, the water envelopes the bow. It's basically mimicking marine mammals. The biggest
morning. My hair's just drying. Fantastic trip. Oh look, there's a Thames clipper going past, an Uber boat. Fantastic trip on National Geographic Lindblad Expeditions Endurance, National Geographic Endurance. Speechless. This ship is beautiful, and yeah, I hope I've done it justice and taking some photos and inspiring you to take on the most amazing adventure expedition. My dad, I've been showing him photos of this whilst I've been on the ship, and he keeps telling me prices and dates. So I mean, it's just an amazing ship, an amazing product. I have been so grateful to experience just a small part of that. And yeah, I mean, the London view is spectacular too. You just can't beat sailing from central London. And on such a beautiful ship, and hearing about all the epic adventures that you can do across the world. Not just Antarctica, Alaska, the Galapagos, the Arctic, California, all over the world, every continent. National Geographic will, I just keep saying cruise, it's not a cruise, it's an expedition. Will undertake expeditions and adventures. Yeah, spectacular, and I hope you've enjoyed watching and experiencing a little bit of what the ship is like. It's been wonderful.